Hi, Jenny here again. I'm figuring out how to make short videos for my students and friends who are developing their practice. And I wanted to offer a few intermediate postures, especially for headstand, handstand, and forearm stand, how to develop it from where you are to where you want to be. So finally, last up is your handstand. And I've been working on handstand for a lot of years to start to work towards freestanding it. But it takes a lot of time and practice, and I wanted to offer and stability. So I wanted to offer a halfway pose in between downward facing dog and full handstand. So if you're working on your downward facing dog, come close to a wall, and you're going to take a shortened version of downward facing dog with your hands a leg's length distance apart. So sitting against the wall and seeing where your feet would be, bring your hands to that position and take a shortened downward facing dog against the wall. Now do some work on your shoulders while you get there to, as you establish your hand position, making sure the longest fingers are parallel, but think about integrating the top of the heads of the arm bones, the humerus, into the shoulder sockets. And there's a few ways, or a few visualizations to help that happen. You can think about the insides of your elbows rolling more forward. You can think about the triceps spiraling towards the back. You can also counter that spiral, this spiral of opening up the upper arm bones, with the second spiral of pressing into the thumbs, so that you've got a double spiral happening in the arms to set the shoulders really well. So taking that hand position and setting your shoulders really well in a shortened downward facing dog against the wall, you can take half handstand by bending, a little close, by bending one knee and placing your foot at hip height and just coming into a shortened downward facing dog against the wall, working on getting brave. The next step would be to straighten the legs so that your hips, I'm a little far, so that your hips are over top of your shoulders. And you can let your head dangle, and you can just feel what that bone stacking position feels like as you develop the strength in your shoulders. Working one leg and pressing it really up towards the sky can help to bring about muscle memory to develop the bone stacking position towards freestanding it. As I just explained in that last forearm stand video, a split leg position can help you to rise up. And as you're developing your handstand away from the wall, there's a few tips for that too. Some people start up way close to the wall and they press their lower bellies against the wall to get that feeling of bone stacking and straight up and down with their heels and their buttocks against the wall. I also like to move it a little bit more freestanding by using that handstand position. Here's Charlie. Wrapping the shoulders, pressing into the thumbs, and using what I did in the forearm stand of really activating the lifting leg and then using the bottom leg to rise up. If you're using a wall, you can bend your knees. Notice my knees are bent here so that you can work towards one leg and the other to freestand it, or you can work towards pulling both legs together off the wall at the same time. Obviously, I still have a few more years to go until that's super confident, but hopefully that will help you, especially working and spending a lot of time developing this half handstand position, because that's the intermediate position that will get you from downward facing dog to a more confident handstand. Have fun with that. See you. Bye-bye.